Hey Cancer, I'm doing a reading for you for the full moon in Capricorn. Cancer, at this time, for this full moon in Capricorn, I feel like you're so overprotective at this time. I feel like you could have gotten your feelings hurt, right? I feel like you really could have like trusted in a situation. Been very intimate, very forthcoming here as well, right? Cancer, I feel like there's some things that you could have figured out, you could have seen, you could have realized here, right? I feel like you're not necessarily like completely turning away from the situation. I feel like you are just a lot more protective over yourself, over your feelings, over your emotions. I don't feel like you're truly allowing people to like once you've allowed people to show you who they are, what it is they're about here, right? You're believing them, like you're taking them for face value here, and you're not really yeah, you're not really allowing them to come as far as you had before. First off, we have guidance. I feel like at this time you're getting all the synchronicities, and that's what I'm saying, Cancer. I feel like at this time there was questions you had involving situations here, right? Once again, I feel like you had some realizations. I feel like you found out some things here that you weren't quite privy to before. Cancer, once you have this guidance, take with it as you will here, right? Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of healing energy involving masculine and feminine energy here as well, right? Yeah, once you once you kind of figure this out, allow yourself to sit with it, really kind of connect with the universe, go into a spiritual space and kind of figure out what it is you're going to do for you here as well, right? Cancer, don't allow this situation to harden you as well. Don't like necessarily like block out your heart, block out your feelings. Don't allow other people here to really affect how it is like you're deciding to show up here as well, right? Moving forward, like I feel like there's a situation here, right? It really could have broken your heart, and I feel like it's something that you've been very passionate about. You see how the birds kind of like crying on like the flames here, right? I feel like this has been a situation that you had passion for, right? I feel like you weren't necessarily taking your time in the way you should, right? And I feel like it could have caused a lot of heartbreak, a lot of hurt feelings here, right? I feel like there's also been an accumulation of things in your past here that you're kind of dealing with that could be pulling up for you, involving a new passion at this time, right? Some things that you could have kept very secret here as well, right? When these things are coming up, allow yourself a new opportunity to handle it differently than you had before, right? I feel like, yeah, especially with this rainbow above this, I feel like as this situation is being presented to you, I feel like there's going to be a way out here that's never truly been offered here before. I feel like this is once again a promotion, a spiritual upgrade here for yourself, right? Yeah, I feel like instead of having to deal with situations here like as they had been up to this point, right? I feel like you have like a lot of new spiritual gifts, a lot of new things coming in for you at this time that are really helping you and pushing you to the next point of your growth period here, right? And then we have the Six of Swords, yeah, and the Two of Cups, yeah. I feel like these were like necessary, like the things that were happening here that were so negative here, right? I feel like they were almost necessary for you. You couldn't have this new, especially with this rainbow here going into this Two of Cups. I don't feel like you could have had this new agreement, this new covenant here as well, without having these things like really kind of pulled up for you and really working through them here as well, right? Yeah, once again, I feel like it was a lot of shadow work. And once again, when these things were pulled up, I feel like you were able to deal with them in a much better way here as well. Yeah. And I think that brought on a new commitment here to where you were actually able to truly pour into one another here as well, right? You were able to show up very much as equals here as well. And then we have the Son of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like this is a person who is really wanting to, yeah, I feel like they're really wanting to come in and offer something legitimate, something real here, something that could be a start for something long lasting here as well, right? I feel like there's almost a space here where you're not really trusting in it. You're feeling like it's an illusion. You feel like they're coming up with some falseness here as well, right? And I feel like that's have you kept in a very much a stuck, stagnant space. I don't feel like you're really ready to transform the situation yet. Yeah, I feel like you're continuously focusing on all the negative things, right? That's the thing with this card. Although there's a lot of like negativity involving the situation, there's also a reverse to this, and it's just about how you're seeing the card, right? That's going to allow you to really transform the situation. Once again, it's the problem's not the problem. The problem is how you're seeing the problem here as well, right? Yeah, this could be involving a Virgo here as well, right? I feel like there is going to be a person coming in with a love offer. Doesn't have to necessarily be a love offer here as well. I'm feeling that it's very much heavily a love offer because I feel like you're in a very much a single space, and I feel like this is something that you're really wanting to protect here. I feel like once again, there's a lot of things that you're having to work through that could have left you feeling a little bit sad, a little bit depleted here, right? So I feel like whatever opportunities that you're that are coming in for you, you're not really sharing them with other people here, right? Like I feel like you're really just enjoying your time, enjoying your space here, right? The comforts of you and your own home here as well, right? At this time, it's not really necessarily, you don't necessarily have to share with other people, right? And I feel like there's almost like a sense of greediness here that you've developed because of so much heartbreak, like distrust, like a lot of things that you haven't necessarily been going through, like a lot of things that you've been going through that haven't necessarily been happy or prosperous here, right? And then we have the Mother of Swords. Yeah, there could have been a situation here with the Mother of Swords that really could have torn you up, really could have hurt your feelings here, right? I feel like there was a lot of unnecessary word exchange that was a little bit too sharp, a little bit too painful here as well, right? Yeah. And I feel like that's what could have caused a lot of separation here as well. I feel like there's a lot of things that this Mother of Swords continuously goes over here, right? If you're not dealing with the Mother of Swords, if this Mother of Swords is you here, right? I feel like you're being very discerning and really looking at what has accumulated here for you that's really been hurting your feelings, that's really been tearing you up here as well, right? I feel like you could be going over a lot of, once again, I feel like a lot of past situations, like really trying to dissect them, really kind of figure out what it is. I'm seeing this as almost like the root of the problem here, right? Like I feel like once you kind of get to the root, once you kind of figure out like what had started all of this here, like the accumulation of all this negative energy, I feel like that's really going to set you free here as well. I feel like that's why you've almost been space here, right? You haven't been able to truly figure out the root of the issue, the root of the problem, so that you could find a proper solution for yourself here as well, right? And then we have Five of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like there could have been a Mother of Swords here that you could have left behind here as well. I feel like this has brought them a lot of sad energy. I feel like they keep very much to themselves here as well, right? Yeah, and then we have the Hangman. And then we have the Hangman. Yeah. I feel like it's time for you really to start looking at this situation a little bit differently here as well. Once again, I feel like there's like a lot of like deep creepy crawly stuff involving this situation here that you're really needing to truly unpack and work through here as well, right? Yeah. And then we have the Justice. Yeah. I feel like the universe is really, I feel like it's your spirit guides. I feel like it's your spirit team that's really helping you come in and have some realizations and understanding as to what it is you've been dealing with up to this point, why it is you've been going through these situations, and how to really work through them here as well. I feel like there's been a lot of abandonment issues. I feel like there's been a lot of loneliness here, right? And I feel like the universe is really coming in and helping you change that up, helping you see a different perspective here for yourself, for others, so that you can have more of a genuine connection here with people, right? And then we have the Mother of Cups, yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's been a space here where you've almost like gone within and you've like kind of like canceled everybody out. Like you're like if it can't fit in your arms here, right? If you can't wrap yourself in it, you've just kind of let it go here, right? I feel like you've almost kind of put yourself in a space where you're not wanting to truly feel anybody else's emotions. I feel like you've really separated yourself. There's going to be a situation here that the universe is really pulling in a space where you can be open, where your cup can, your cup can be open. You can be open to all of the wonderful, beautiful things of the universe here as well, right? I feel like it's just about, once again, it's just about you feeling the love frequency, having like seeing the magic, like the wonderful things around you as well. Remembering that there's magic in the universe. There's magic all around you here, right? And just because some bad situations have happened to you before, it doesn't mean that you have to necessarily cut yourself off to the rest of the world here as well. There's going to be a lot of, yeah. And then we have Seven of Wands. Yeah. I feel like there's going to become a space here where you're going to start really allowing your light to shine again. Once again, in this space where you were really resisting other people, really holding yourself back here, right? Not allowing other people to truly come in and see what it was you were working through, working with here as well, right? There's going to be a space where you're truly able to allow your light to shine. And I feel like once you're able to do that, I feel like you're going to start inspiring other people, right? And I feel like the things that you're coming out here and doing, I feel like it's been a shy space, a space where you really just did not feel comfortable here as well, right? Once you're able to truly show up how you're supposed to here as well, it's going to be so out of this world, so different. I feel like it's going to automatically inspire others around you here as well, right? I feel like you've almost been like keeping this very protective, very hidden, because I feel like you, once again, it's so out of the box and so out of the norm. I don't think that you even felt comfortable showing this to other people. And then we have the Magician. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you have excellent magic tricks. You have excellent, like the light that you have is something so magical here. It's just about you truly showing up with the emotions that are necessary for yourself here as well. You are an inspiration to other people. You are an inspiration. And we have the Mother of Wands, and then we have the Magician and the Mother of Wands. Like you have the egg. Like you have the beginning. You have the end. Like you are everything. You are the accumulation here as well, right? Once again, the things that you've started, they're coming full circle for you. You are in your ultimate feminine power. You're pulling in so many different things here than you ever could have imagined here as well. Yeah. Let's get one card out for how you guys can help heal this energy. Thank you guys so much for liking. Thank you for subscribing here. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Organize for success. Organize for success. Don't let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, and your living and workspace, your finances will help you know and plan your next steps of action. There's a lot of cleaning and clearing out that you're doing here. Once again, you're setting yourself up for a part of your journey here that's going to be so unbelievable, so magical here, right? You know that you have the success coming in. Like, you know that it's coming in, but it's just about setting yourself up for it, right? And really allowing these beautiful things to come to you. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.